These are dice, and in this video, I'm gonna roll these dice to determine which golf clubs I will use on 3 holes at my local course. So how this video is gonna work is I'll assign each number of the die to a specific golf club in my bag. In my golf bag, I currently have 11 clubs, and I'm gonna be rolling both 2 dice and 1 die to determine which clubs I will be shooting on each given shot. This is what those pairings look like. I've essentially paired the lowest number on the dice, or a 1, to my lowest yardage club, which is my putter, and the highest distance, my driver, to the highest number, an 11. But wait, there's a 12 too. Well, if I roll a 12, I get to pick which club I want to use. With that being said, and the clubs being matched, the rules of this challenge are to go as low as possible on 3 holes. For this video, we're going to be starting with a par 3, moving to a par 5, and then concluding on a par 4. Let's get into it. Alright guys, less than an hour till tee time, and I just rolled the dice to determine the order of my clubs. Starting up here, going down, and then working over, and this is just a little chart so I know what I have to hit. So, if you can see that, in the first, 5 or 6 shots, I have to hit an 8-iron 5 times. So it should be an interesting round. I wanted to roll the dice beforehand so that way I wouldn't get to the course and hold up traffic because I'm already going to be filming my shots. That being said, I'm not going to waste any of your time. I'm excited to get out to the course and see how we can shoot. Let's go low. Alright everybody, so we made it to the golf course. I'm standing on my first tee box. On this hole, we have a par 3, a little bit downhill, about 130-ish yards, and luckily for me, I rolled a 5, which means I'm hitting an 8-iron. I've had 0 warm-up. Oh, that's a good shot. I'm on the green. So this is a hole where I normally use a 9-iron, and we found it with an 8-iron, so that's pretty good. And this is basically what we've got going on. So I actually forgot to grab a scorecard. And as I told you guys, I'm playing 3 holes. So I got my whole par and score here, which I'll fill in as we go. And basically, that was our first shot, which again, we rolled a 5, which means we shot an 8-iron. And that shot's done, so I'm just gonna cross it off. So now, heading onto the green, we have to hit a P wedge, an 8-iron, and then an 8-iron. So if we 3-putt, we'll be hitting 2 8-irons and a P wedge. So as you guys can see, we've got the ball right here. The pin is up here. So this green is rolling uphill, and I'm gonna see a little bit of break to the right is what I'm reading here. So here we go. We've got the P wedge, and I guess I'm not even gonna putt it. I think I'm gonna go for more of a chip, obviously without trying to harm the green. So, and you know what? That's actually pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So this ball looks to be pretty straight on. I've got my 8-iron, and this is gonna be an actual, more of a putt here. So we're just gonna try and kind of blade it, I think. And if we can get in for par here on the first hole, well, that would be wonderful. And we missed it. Okay. Well, I do remember on the card, I have another 8-iron shot here, so we'll tap this in. Tap this in. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. So I just ran back to check the scorecard, and I actually have another 8-iron shot here because I rolled a lot of 5s. I cannot believe that just happened. That puts us in for a double bogey. Like, that has seriously got to be some of the most unfortunate things I've ever seen on a golf green. On the bright side, however, though, we just scratched off 5 shots, 4 of which were with an 8-iron. So, we don't have another 5 on the dice until a long time. So that's good, I guess. And we're going to a par 5. Okay, so we're on the tee box of this pretty long par 5. And hopefully you guys can see here that our next die roll was a 4, which corresponds to our 9 iron. So we have a very long par 5, and we're starting off the tee with a 9 iron. Our next shot then, a 55-degree wedge. So this one, we could be shooting an unfortunately high score. I'm gonna try and blade this a little bit for sure, and really give it a lot of power, but just trying to go straight out. And that's actually a pretty good ball. Considering it was a 9 iron, I don't have the greatest strength, so. Okay, here we are for the next shot. I have my 54, which is actually bent to a 55-degree wedge. We probably hit that ball 125 yards, so we still have a long way to go. So definitely not really going for distance here. Might try and blade it a little bit, but more so just trying to advance the ball just over these hills. And that's pretty vertical, but we should be out in the fairway, so that's okay. So in this position here, our next roll was a 6, which corresponds to our 7 iron. Following that, a 7, which corresponds to a 6 iron. So I would say we're about 280 out. So between those two clubs, we should be able to make it to the green and potentially even have a par putt. So this ball's in a really tough lie, but hopefully we can make some good ground here. And I truly duffed that ball. A bad shot, my worst shot. All right, I just remembered that I have a rangefinder. It looks to be about 150, so I can get this club about 160. Hopefully that means we can play it lightly, get it over that bunker, and just land it right on the green. Oh my. Oh wow. That is the 16 handicap coming out. All right, so these are the clubs that we've hit so far on this hole. 9 iron, 55, 7 iron, 6 iron. This is our position. We got the ball right here, hole right there. And guess what we get to hit? A pitching wedge and a 3-wood. And then the putter. So if we go up and down, that's a clean bogey. If we go up and down, that's a double bogey. But either way, we could really, and then we could open with the 3-wood on the next hole. This could be good. Really a tough shot with the P wedge here, but we're gonna make it happen. It was okay. The next shot is my 3-wood, and then after that is my putter. So honestly, I'm hoping to knock out both of these clubs and then be able to use the 3-wood off the tee on the next hole. Last recording cut out, but here's the ball, here's the hole, got the 3-wood. I'm seeing a slight break to the right, I think, so we're gonna really choke down and just try and putt this ball. Oh, dude, came up very close. Double bogey. As you guys can see, that was a par 5. That was my second hole, par 5. We shot a 7, so that puts us at 4 over. So our scorecard is not good right now. But guess what? We now have a par 4, and we get to open it off the tee box with a 3-wood. So this is the look at the hole. Our tee is right down here, going out this way, probably about 270-ish from this tee. Now, normally if I had a driver from here, I could potentially drive green if I hit it really well. So my 3-wood, we could end up really nice and close. My goal here is to put it on the green or lay it up nice and close. I would love to finish out this random dice challenge with a nice par. So we got our 3-wood, and I don't really like to tee up my 3-wood ball, so we're just gonna take it off the deck here. And again, we're just trying to go nice and straight out. Oh, I got sweat directly in my eye. But that ball hardly stayed in bounds. It kind of went down straight right, so not great. Don't base my golf game off this round because one, I mean, obviously this is like a challenge type thing, but two, I was also super rushed, and I mean, that's a total excuse, but I'm just playing bad golf, dude. Honestly, that's really what it comes down to. It's just playing bad golf. All right, next club is a 7-iron, and we only have about 90 yards to the pin up here, so we're just gonna see what we can do. Try and play a really nice light ball. We have a lot of hill to get up. My phone keeps turning off early for some reason, but it looks like we're up on this hill. All right, I can't set my phone up there. My next two clubs are a 6-iron and a putter. And if we can get up and down from on this hill, that's a par. My phone stopped again. I think it's overheating. No. Oh. Zoomed it past the camera. There goes our par. So we just used our putter, which updating this means that we just used this. So our next shot is a 3-wood. So hopefully we can put that in real nicely. It shouldn't be too hard with our 3-wood. I guess it might be a good thing that this challenge is ending because my camera has, well, my phone is my camera, has shut off like 3 times mid-shot because it's overheating. So just try and knock this in, take the bogey, and, you know, leave. There we go, a bogey. And look at the absolute mess that I have left on this green. Come on. That marks the end of our 3 holes. As you can see here, we went 5 over, so definitely not what we were looking for. But that being said, I've recorded this 3 times. Phone has shut off every time. So I'm gonna get back to the rest of my round and just work on my game. And maybe that's it. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and have a good one.